versus number 2. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive G11 Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
Gators will kick it away to start us off.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Ready, set. Get set, get set.
The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back nine of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Vols will send their punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. First down, looking to throw the football. First play taken, a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. The pass rush closing in. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Handoff in a single back formation. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Wide open downfield. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it third and manageable? They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Second down play coming up. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
My gosh, they almost came up with another sack here. They have done an amazing job of pressuring this guy. And Chris, obviously, we're still in the first quarter. They better make some adjustments up front, or this is going to be a long game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. And the Gators come to the line to run the hurry out.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
They'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Punt over the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
I thought the quarterback had a real shot at converting here and hitting this pass on the curl route. But let's give the defense a lot of credit. Able to sit back, recognize the throw, and knock it away.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Fights through the tackler. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. Here comes fourth down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Tennessee, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Has the first down and more. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for the wide out. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Past the 45. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Well, this is a missed opportunity for this defense. They had him at third down and long. They're so consumed with thinking about defending the pass that they completely missed defending the run. The offense is able to get exactly what they wanted, able to get the leverage and blocking angles, and look,
he's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Vols. There was no catching him that time.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
What a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Harris. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curl.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. What a catch! Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Design quarterback run. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out, kind of control the...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep again. And he makes the man inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Wants to throw it. A deep shot to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's hauled in. What a catch.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Volunteers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up 1st downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
The ball's lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. perfect 2 for 2 on third downs this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And there's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick pass. The catch is made. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Looking to scramble. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And the pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here comes the 4th down play. Offense in the wildcat. And the defense on alert. Breaks free. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? The 10. Touchdown, Gators. They were not going to catch him that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
Moves out of the pocket. Deep throw across his body to the left. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. It's going to bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Second down after the incompletion. There's the handoff.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Tailback with another carry. Some hard running there through a tackle. He'd be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And the Volunteers have first and 10 here.
Easy.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Vols will kick this away to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He keeps it. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here. At least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. Throws a stiff arm, and he's in the clear. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Trying for the end zone, wanting it right up the gut. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And they'll set up with a PAT. With the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
35, Tennessee, 14.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. He hands it off from the gun. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll ride the back again here. As the first down is still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show and a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Grabbed by the receiver. They got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Here we go. Listen.
Looking for a receiver. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
2nd down after that previous play. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. Will not be brought down. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
Fights off a defender. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Now It's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Caught. Completion. They make the stop, but then lose the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Same tailback, another carry. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
The Vols hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. And take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here comes the bunch formation. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. The catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And on 4th down, they line up in the Wildcat. What's the call here? Direct snap. Breaks free. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, hold them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Sticking with the running game. Going through the defender. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal.
Get set, get set.
And they hand it off to the back. Touchdown, Dogs. Look out, whole different game now. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This is a regular season game, Kurt, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I love the go route. They don't quite connect here, but, you know, it sends a message to that defense that you're going to stretch this defense all game long. It can open up the running game, and eventually you go back to it. Maybe you hit it next time for a big play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's intercepted. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up 1st and goal. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Touchdown, Volunteers. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And now the try here for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. caught over the middle. It's Gay. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Gators. And they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. And the defense joins the scoring party now. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the try here for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score. Florida 49, Tennessee 35.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a shotgun run call. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
The quick throw out left complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. First down and more. He's still running. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Big throw caught on the left side. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Dump off caught by the running back. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again. On the move now. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He's keeping it. He's got room to run. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Out of bounds at the 37. And a first down for the offense.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Makes the read. And they'll give it to the back. This play is blown up. The defense all over him. The wildcat look backfires that time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
It's 3rd down for the offense. It on a design run. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust as their first timeout. The Gators will have to kick it away. It's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. They'll bring him down, but the wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Man, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here comes fourth down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Here we go on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Well, this is the risk you take as a play caller. So often people want to try to go for it on fourth down, but you got to be careful. As you see right here, the defense makes the play to get the ball back themselves.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.